All right, let's open up the terminal and get our hands dirty. Welcome to Module 4, Lesson 4, our full static and default routing build. Over the next few minutes, we're going to walk through a complete lab session with one clear goal in mind. Every LAN reaching every other LAN, using nothing but static routes and a well-placed default. Let's get into it. Here's the lay of the land. 3 routers strung together in a line, R1 on the left, R2 in the middle, R3 on the right, connected by 2 small 30-bit links, 10.0.12.0 between R1 and R2, and 10.03.0 between R2 and R3. R1 hosts LAN 1, the 168.1.024 network, and R3 hosts LAN 3 over on 192.168.3.024. Right now, each edge router only knows about its own directly connected networks, and that's exactly the gap we're going to close with static routes. Let's start at the edges. R1 and R3 each have exactly one path off their segment, through R2, so there's no point writing individual statics for every remote prefix. Instead, we drop in a quad 0 default route pointing at R2's interface on the shared link, 10.0.12.2 from R1's side and 10.0.23.2 from R3's. Anything those routers don't recognize now gets handed straight to the middle of the topology. Now we move to the middle. R2 can't get away with a default route. It has 2 different directions to worry about, one LAN behind R1 and another behind R3. So we write 2 specific statics, 192.168.1.024 via 10.0.12.1 and 192.168.3.0.24 via 10.0.23.3. The 30 links between the routers are already in the table as connected routes, so those 2 lines are all R2 needs. With all 3 routers configured, it's time to prove the work. On R1, a quick show IP route should reveal that S* default pointing at 10.0.12.2, the candidate default route we installed earlier. Then the real test, ping 192.168.3.10, a host sitting all the way over on LAN 3. 5 exclamation marks means every packet made the round trip. If you see dots instead, don't blame R1. The request likely got there, but the reply couldn't find its way home. That's a return path problem. And that wraps the lab. Next up is Lesson 5, the full Module 4 recap, where we'll tie static routes, default routes, and the routing table together before moving deeper into the CCNA blueprint. If this clicked for you, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so the recap lands in your feed the moment it drops. The full course is waiting at dargslan.com. See you in the next one.